It's okay, I'm good. Let's go!
I'm Sen Quinn, Storm Prop, and this is meant to be for Melrose TV.
We bring the stars out, we bring the women.
This is us in the club now. As you can see, we've got newly furbished showers here at the club, and I'm just going to basically take you around each of the different parts and what brings this team together, especially on training nights. We go on here, we're just making our way to the dining hall, which is where the players and the opposite team on game days and training nights that we go and we fill up on scran. Dining hall's got a lot of history in here. This is where the boys are analysing games, have a bit of banter, and most of all, have a bit of food after the game. This cabinet was a wee bit full coming this time last year, but the boys managed to keep the main one, which is obviously the Prem 1 trophy. Hopefully come the end of the season we can fill this up. This is the Storm changing room. A lot happening going on here. Got a blood pumping on our Saturday. Tunes playing, boys getting up for it. Have a look inside. Pretty basic changing room, but we make the most of it. Each man's got a peg. Nice little physio table for boys that need rubs for knocks just before the game. Take you outside here, we'll show you some other things. We have 4 teams at the club. We have the first team coached by Craig Chalmers, former Scotland cap. Storm team, which I'm part of myself, coached by Cammy Murray. The Golden Oldies have a third team whenever they can get a team together. And we have an underage team coached by Jim Telfer, who go by the name of the Melrose Boss.
I'm fucking crazy with the kicks, call me Jean-Claude. I'm about to be a bigger star than my mum for. Cause every day I got a groupie at my front door. Now I drive past the bus I used to run for. Where's my
This is the gym room, probably the busiest room in the club. Boys come here midweek, throughout the week when they're not training. Keep themselves in the best shape possible. Live by a motto at the club, which is basically encourage good girls.
I'm feeling famous, I'm sorta known. And if your son doesn't, I bet your daughter knows. Check out my visual, check out my audio. Extraordinary, yo, hope you enjoy the show.
Moving swiftly on from the gym, we're going to take you into the stand. Basically, this is what we call Melrose 16th man on a Saturday. Without the fans, this club wouldn't be established. And we're very grateful as players that people come and spend money every Saturday to come and watch us.
Until we hit the ground and pass
Out here on the stand, outlooking the pitch, the famous Greenyard pitch was actually nominated 8th most famous pitch in the world, founders of 7-a-side rugby. If you've not been before, get yourself down to the Sevens. It happens every April and it's a big event. Good turnout fans and yet very good laugh.
Give me one more track.
To recap, what I feel has been a shaky start to the season in many respects in regards to the Storm. I think if we can put it to somewhat of a roller coaster already within the first 8 games that we've played. We've had a lot of ups and downs on and off the pitch, but at the moment, it looks good on paper. I think some people are saying 5 wins, 3 losses, but at the end of the day, I feel that 5 should have been 7. Especially, coming off the back of that Ayr game, which we're still kicking ourselves about. A game that we definitely should have won. Aberdeen, we knew that if we played well that day that we would get the victory, and we just didn't turn up to the races that day, and we paid the penalty for it against a team that I feel on our better day would sweep aside quite efficiently. Heriots, that was a game that nobody really turned up on the day wanting to win that, so hats off to them. I think they've done excellent so far at the start of the season, but there's no point us speaking about past games. It's basically what's in front of us, and that's what we're working on in the training field down at Annie Road. And it's Boroughmuir this week, physical pack, and we're going to have to be really up for that. They gave us a tanking last year, but a couple of changes, new faces in the squad, and there's a buzz of confidence going into that game. I think with the sizable squad we've got at the moment, we can definitely take this club forward. And with the amount of new faces, I feel the addition of Lewis Mallon, Ross Henderson, is good business for the club. and I think, you know, with the return of Ian Robertson this Saturday, and a few boys back from their holidays and stuff like that, you know, there's plenty of positives to take out, and we're quite optimistic about Saturday.
No comment.
Just going to walk you out to the tunnel here just now. You know, blood's always fizzing as you make your way out to this famous pitch. Just come round the corner here. This is where both teams run out on a Saturday. It's 3 losses, you know, it doesn't really look good on paper, but in terms of winning the league, I don't think where we are just now reflects on where I think we'll be at the end of the season. We'll definitely be up there, you know, in with a shout. Come, you know, March, April time next year, I think we'll definitely be up there. And yeah, we're quite optimistic down at Annie Road that you know, we're working hard and we've got enough quality in the squad to win the league this year.
How did you voices after the pitch to check it out?
Some of the wannabe Storm boys, Rory Tolan, Wednesday not injured. Yeah, how's your rehab going?
It's not going too bad, mate. Just in the gym working hard, you know.
There's a lot of speculation about you being whipped by your girlfriend. Oh! How did you go out on the kind of situation?
Not at all.
That felt pretty good.
That's pretty warm, you know. Got the cold one over there, with just radio in there. Yeah, I'm aware.
Basically, right? Good boys. Good luck.
MJ gone, I did. I slapped my girl. She called.
This is basically the committee room. You know, a lot of work goes on the training field in respect to the players, but behind the scenes, the committee members come to this room to discuss anything from finances to what strips we'll be playing in next year, and they kind of do all the dirty work around the club. This is a press box. Lots of busy place on Saturday afternoon. Radio Borders comes down on occasion and commentates for the Melrose games. As I said, down in the dining hall we watch a bit of video analysis on games over the weekend, and this is basically where it gets filmed.
Want you to see everything, want you to see all of that.